Hello and welcome to Dales Lane for this Northern Premier League Premier Division commentary between Rushall Olympic and Stocksbridge Park Steels. I'm your commentator Adam Allcroft for this afternoon's match in what is certainly a relegation 6-pointer. Both the Steels and Rushall Olympic find themselves in the party table. No one wants to be Steels in 20th and Rushall in 15th, just 5 points difference between the two teams. Rushall Olympic could really be dragged down to actually. With wins for Morpeth and League, Rushall could very, very easily end up in the bottom, 3-4, depending if you count Widnes. The team Stocksbridge should have been faced last week in their break weekend. So let's go through the teams for you now. Let's start with Rushall Olympic. So it's Jake Laban in goal, who is the cap. And then it's Roddy McGlinchey, Carter Lysitz, Oreo Texera, Jordan Brown, Sam Whittall, Sam Unit, Alex Moore, Mikhail Abdullah, Jakub Kruzinski and Liam McAlinden. On the bench is Jamie Willits, Nick Clayton-Phillips, Kian Riley, Luke Enright and Harry Wakefield. For the Steels, Ben Townsend is in goal and he takes the captain's armband after Curtis Turner's departure from the club. Then Marcus Etherington comes in for his debut after signing on loan from Harrogate Town. There's Jack Tinker, Sam Kay's in at number 4, Casper Williams and Paul Eagledon make up the centre of defence. Alfie Bradshaw, Alex O'Connor, Luke Rawson, James Morris and Tommy Marshall completes the lineup. On the bench is Luke Hogg, looking to make his third debut for the club after making his return earlier this week. Then there's Alfie Wilkinson, Connor Smythe, Luca Cancello, who could make his debut today after signing from Belper United, and reserve Lewis Brown could make his NLS debut today as well. We have not got the details of our referees in front of us, but they are 3 men, is what we can tell you. So thank you very much to everyone who's listening. It's our first away day of 2026. It's a big one here into the Black Country. We're just in the suburbs of Walsall. Rushall Olympic here. They were a bit aggravated to be in our league. They were the most southern team in the Northern Premier League Premier Division. They wanted to be in the Southern Premier Division Central, the league they got promoted from when they made it to the National League North before being relegated last season. Fortunately, when Farsley decided not to compete this year, Rushall were pushed up into this league, though it does mean they can contest a local derby with Hensford Town, one which they surprisingly won, considering where both are in the table. So Rushall will be the ones to get us underway. As we prepare for a hell of a game today. Seals will be wanting to bounce back following that disappointing New Year's Day defeat. And here we go. So, Rushall Olympic in the golden shirts, black shorts, golden socks, kicking from left to right, going forward now. Before Sam Kay got a foot in, going to go out for a throw-in for Stocksbridge, thankfully for the Steels. Whereas Stocksbridge are in the claret and blue shirts, claret shorts, claret socks, kicking from right to left. Steels have actually got a better away record than they have home record this season. 3 wins on the road compared to the 2 that happened at Brackenmore. Interesting how that works out, because you'd have thought Brackenmore would be in the fortress this year, but that would have been the main aim anyway. It's how you tend to stay up in this league when having got promoted, is protecting your home patch. In fact, it's been the opposite. It's been Stockbridge causing problems on their away days. That's helped them get the points, even if it's not enough to climb out of the bottom 3. So Rushall throwing on the opposite side to us. In the middle to Moore as he volleys it forward. He was looking for McAlinden, who's got EFL experience. Headed out, we'll go out for another throw-in. McAlinden, who's played not too far away for Wolves and also Shrewsbury Town, now in the step 3 of non-league. There's a volley forward, knocked away, and O'Connor will clear it away in this very different looking midfield at the moment. No Curtis Turner or Danny Deakin. Danny Deakin making his departure earlier this week, headed to Staveley Miners Welfare. His ball is back now with the goalkeeper Laban, the on-loan man from Harborough Town. He's taking it to his feet. Ball launched forward. Headed up into here by Williams, but then contested goes forward by McAlinden. Goes to the right. McAlinden will get onto it. Rings it down well. Great ball out to the right here for Unit, who's just holding onto the ball. He wanted to get a corner kick, but he tried to knock it off the defender, but it will be a goal kick. Townsend, who captains the club today, taking the armband, Froling and Curtis Turner leaving. Has got experience of being a captain, having been captain over at Handsworth when we signed him. If you listen back to the podcast we did with him back in May, you'll hear he has got very strong opinions about goalkeepers being the captain, which we will link to, I'm sure, at some point during the week on our social media. Quick throw-in taken by the number 11 McAlinden, but it's just headed right back out. McAlinden has another throw-in, takes it, puts it into the midfield this time. Then a switch from Moore over to the left to Lycett. Looks it forward, one for Units to get onto, and he does. He's just bringing it back into the midfield. Well in there from Tommy Marshall, who wants the throw-in to be Stocksbridge's way, and it is going to go Stocksbridge's way. It came off Unit last. So 2 minutes gone, it's going 0-0 at the moment. Will, of course, keep you up to date with all the scorelines. Stocksbridge are struggling with possession at the moment. They're just giving it right back again to Rushall, who go forward. They kept the ball in, but Etherington does a good job. He's in for the injured Charlesworth today, having signed on loan earlier this week. And he will now have a throw-in. Ball going forward, headed away, but Kay will get it back and then knocked over the top by O'Connor. One for Tommy Marshall to try and chase. It's an awkward bouncing ball and eventually just nips into the box on the right side. Appeals for handball from the Stocksbridgians, who've made their place over on the opposite side to us by the sidelines. He's back now with Laban, the goalkeeper. There's a goal in South Yorkshire. Mupp remain 1-0 down to Nostell Miners Welfare. Cooper Hall, the goal scorer. As Rawson tries to contest a header, but even if he had won it, it wouldn't have mattered because he has just been ruled offside and it's a free kick to the home team. So now it's back for Laban to take. Over to McGlinchey, who will take it forward. Launch ball over the top. Headed away by Tinker, but it just goes to McAlinden, who knocks it over the top for Krasinski. And then again, it just comes off Krasinski and it will be a goal kick again. One of these that's been contested by both teams. Ian Long in the Rushall touchline is wanting the corner kick for that, but the referee says otherwise. Both managers, I think, know how important this game is. Dunham District taking lead against Glassoughton Welfare. Justin Circuit once again on the score sheet as Jordan Brown heads away. Goes out before Tinker gets it, slips as he does do so, as Marshall's doing a good job of holding up a really awkward bouncing ball before losing it. And then Bradshaw got well into it, but the offside flag is up on Morris as he puts the ball back in the crosswards. It hit the top of the net anyway. I think here's a problem James Morris sometimes have. He does just not really seem to watch his line a lot of the time and has been caught offside numerous times this year. Another time that's happened again. Forward, hand it on, and then again Eagledon will get it away, and then a bit of push between Tinker and his man, but Rushall will get the ball away and they have it in midfield. They switch it again over to Lycett. It's a move we've seen a couple of times already in the early parts of this game as Lycett moves down. He's had his path blocked by Marshall, back into Jordan Brown, who's taking a step into midfield as he goes back to Teixeira. Diagonal ball looking for McAlinden. He was offside anyway, rounded Townsend and had it in, but he was a few yards offside, and the linesman's flag denies Rushall an early goal. So an early little scare for the Steels, but I think Richard McAlinden was well offside then, and it wasn't much of a question for the linesman, but you couldn't really fault Oreo Teixeira's pass into the box there. It was fantastic. As well headway, Tinker will head it back out. Marshall trying to contest. It's a bit awkward between the two Rushall players, and Bradshaw almost came away with it. Morris then got it and then was tripped by the number 8, Alex Moore, and it will be a free kick for the Steels. This is interesting. Who will take set pieces now? It looks like it'll be Alex O'Connor's going to grab the ball. Curtis Turner and Danny Deacon with the usual set piece takes the Steels, both gone. That'll be Alex O'Connor. I suspect we'll see Luke Hogg take a few as well when he is on the pitch. So back with O'Connor. I think Alfie Bradshaw's peeling out on the left, but his path got blocked off by Teixeira, who'd spotted it. I think because Jordan Lemon was shouting, hey, give it to Alfie, give it to Alfie, give it to Alfie. Go back here, O'Connor, diagonal ball to the far end of the box, headed into the middle. Iggulden's trying to contest it, just about knocked away by McGlinchey. Kay's going to try and just shield this, and he ends up having to keep the ball, and now gets it sideways here to Iggulden. Back out to the right, Marshall racing onto it, puts the ball in low, collected at the near post by Laban. Some good attacking play from the Steels. Well, Kay in particular, his first plan, he wanted to just shield it out to go out for a throw-in at first and just keep the ball with Steel. Realised that wasn't going to be able to happen, and he was actually able to improvise a decent pass and make sure it turned into an attack. Just Marshall's crossing the end, he fought very hard to get onto it, went to the near post, and Laban was able to collect. It remains 0-0 here. 7 minutes gone, and Stocksbridge's press trying to keep Rushall in, and he has given it to Morris on the edge of the box. Goes sideways, first time pass, looking for Rawson, intercepted by Roddy McGlinchey, who's had a good performance so far in the early parts of this game, and Rushall have got it away, but it's a poor pass that will allow Kay to try and head it away. Now Marshall holds it up, O'Connor knocks it out to right, Rawson will chase, and it's just a lovely pass that's found Rawson. He's just got it stuck under his feet, crossing to middle, takes a little deflection, Morris looking for it, headed out for a corner by McGlinchey. First corner of the game will go Steele's way. It was a very good cross by Rawson. McGlinchey had to head that, he had to get something on it to make sure Morris at the far post couldn't do anything with it. Warrington Rylands have taken the lead against Guiseley. Harrison Wood, the goal scorer. That's the first goal in our division. As O'Connor will take this corner from the left-hand side. Ball in, looking for the far post. Iggulden looking for the header, but knocked away from him. Ball down by Marshall, hits it. Bottom corner! Tommy Marshall scores his first Northern Premier League Premier Division goal, and he revs up the lawnmower as he celebrates. Yes, fellows, indeed. The Steels take the lead. And Tommy Marshall, the man with the goal. It's an early lead for the Steels. Tommy Marshall, who comes into the lineup today, and he makes the most of it. A great goal from Tommy Marshall. You can just hear Ben Townsend. He's obviously given him some advice because he's just going, Tommy, what did I tell you? As the Seals now 1-0 up early on in this game. Rushall get the game back underway. They had a bright start for a few months, but Steels just came back into it and through some high pressing have been able to earn themselves an early goal. Throw in here in an attacking position for Rushall, but then well robbed by Bradshaw, knocked away here to Morris. Morris is having to force all the way back. He's going to have to go back to Townsend. He's been pressed very quickly, Townsend. He slips as he has to clear that way, but it's found Marshall, who's got the first touch on it. Brown comes in on it and wins the ball off him though. Forced back into his own half now. Tixera, and then all the way back to Laban. Laban taking the touch, and Rawson not far off getting it off him. As it's cleared away, it will go for a throw. Appeal for a free kick as Bradshaw left a bit there on with McAlinden, but I think an experienced EFL pro would want to think he'd hold up a bit better against a low knee from Nottingham Forest. So back with Tinker for the throw-in. So ball back with Tinker's McAlinden just sorting out his boots here before we can get back underway. Just under 11 minutes gone. As it's taking a bit of time, but the game is now back. We'll be back underway shortly. Ball goes forward now, headed on by Rawson over the top of Whittall, who covers it out and actually gets a touch Whittall on it. And it will be another corner for the Steels. Good work from Morris, just pushing into his back, forcing Whittle to take the touch, and now the Steels have another corner kick from the left. Worsborough 1-0 down against the club from College. Jake Robinson scoring for the away side, while Doncaster City ahead at home against Harrogate Railway Athletic. Mick Jones has scored. That is the most old-fashioned footballer name I've heard in a long time. Alex O'Connor will have the corner now. Right football into the middle. It's a good ball, but headed away. Going to be contesting the edge there again. Heading on. Bradshaw fights for it. Bradshaw wins it. Back to Tinker. Tries to get it out to the right. No one's there for it. Will be collected by Lycett. Gets the ball forward. It's a good ball forward. Headed on into the path here of Abdullah. Tries to put it in the middle, looking for Unit, but it's a poor pass. It's intercepted and cleared. It will be a corner kick for Rushall, but they'll have wanted more out of what was looking like a really good, promising attack, where the Steels fell asleep on the counter-attack. Corner Lycett will go over to take this. He was the one who started this counter-attack, a man very familiar with Ian Long. He followed Ian here from Bromsgrove Sporting. And now we'll take this corner kick. Rushall's first corner of the game. The Steels, who weren't very good at set pieces, and guys who will want to improve. It's a short corner into the box and back to Lycett, who's at the corner of the box. High lofted one. It got underneath it. Headed on into a 6-yard area where Townsend will shout for it. There's appeals for a penalty as a Rushall player went down. I think only the home fans, behind the goal were appealing for that. As Townsend quickly gets it out, he wanted Morris, but it's just a bit off target. It's actually Lycett who heads it away as he filling in at right back. Kay now tries to knock it down. Morris will chase. Lycett will cover it. And then back to the keeper, Laban, who gets it away. Headed on, but only back to Eagledon, who returns it forward. Rawson's offside, can't do anything as McGlinchey heads it away. Marshall will contest, gets a header onto it for Lycett, clears it out. So only there for Williams to head it away. Now back here to Everington, who launches it over the top. Brown will look to cover and launches it out, and it will just be covered as it goes out for a Steel's throw-in. 13.5 minutes gone so far. Launch throw-in here, down the line, headed away. And then it's just into the middle here where Rushall will contest it well, but it's a poor pass. It's going to make it almost head into a 50-50, but McLinden got it around. He pinged it out quite nicely here. Williams in a bit of a tussle, and he did well just to shove the number 9 Abdullah out of the way as Townsend gets it away, and then well held up by Morris. Good turn, gets forward, takes a little bit of a deflection, but finds its way to Marshall. Bradshaw's calling for it. Bradshaw is offside. It's a very close call. I think just Marshall not getting that on the touch he wanted to, as meant Bradshaw's run was just half a yard off, as there is a Rushall player down. Just trying to see which Rushall player it might be. So it was the number 8 Alex Moore, but he is back up and will be able to continue. As well forward here from Laban. Headed away by Tinker, brought down well by McAlinden, who's trying to get his way through, but then well robbed by Bradshaw. Now forward to Wilson. Morris calling for him. Morris has kept onside this time. Great effort he did that. And now trying to find an outlet for Bradshaw. Footing has blocked it. It cleared away. Marshall's blocked it. It's fallen to Bradshaw. There's appeals for offside, which is one of the poorest appeals I've seen, but Rushall have won it back. They've just got it out to Krasinski, and then Bradshaw sprinted a foul on McGlinchey. Free kick to the home team. Winwell Town have gone ahead again away at Sheffield FC. Mohsen Mohammed, the scorer. As the ball out goes forward into the midfield and back in defence and forward to Texera. Back into defence now again. Switched out towards the right to McAlinden, and then finds Krasinski. Krasinski now is going to go one-on-one with Kay. Got a bit of help from Tinker though now, as he's got an option with McAlinden, but he's going to put the left-footed ball in, headed away by O'Connor. Now with Bradshaw, who's got man on, pings it to O'Connor. Not the nicest pass to him, but it got it. Now it's back with Bradshaw. Now Tinker gets it forward. Lost it over the top, looking for Rawson. Rawson's trying to get the better of Whittall, but Whittall does well to get it back to the keeper Laban, who hoops it away. Forward, Casper Williams heads it away. Referee's appeal for it. Goes all the way to Rawson. He is onside, back appeals. Lays it off looking for Marshall, but the linesman was wanting to give a free kick there, and now it is going to be a free kick in Stocksbridge because the linesman flagged for it. So, I don't know exactly the racist observation from the man in the middle, but actually, well, Rushall had just took the free kick well in their own half. And now it's just, well, the communication here between referee and linesman is needs to be improved, I think, coming forward. As Alfred Bradshaw is taking off his undershirt here. As the Seals have to get back for a free kick for Rushall in their own half. Acting with Lynchy. Then pinged in the middle by McAlinden. Now it's Abdullah. Tries to pass forward. It's a nice reverse pass, but Unit just couldn't get on the end of it. Afflesley record 1-0 down to Appleby Frontingham. Krzysztof Jarosz, the scorer. Ball ping forward. Look for Marshall. Headed away. But into the middle. And Rushall on it again. Lycett. Forward now. With Unit. Gets it to Abdullah, who's on the left. Jostling with Williams, who gets the ball away, and then Etherington gets away and it goes out for a throw-in. And Jordan Lemon and Joe Tomlinson are really not happy about something that's happening with the Stockbridge team at the moment. As Jordan Brown just charges forward, gets forward, Casper Williams commits the foul, goes in the back of the ankles of his man, and it's a free kick to Rushall in a dangerous position on the left-hand side, as they have been improving over the last 3 to 4 minutes. 17 minutes gone, it is 1-0 to the Steelers. Lycett will take this free kick.
That's a movement, come on! Plastic!
Jordan Brown is surely going to be one of the main targets from this free kick, as it is likely to be a cross. He is probably the one player with the most, biggest build. Everyone has Lycett lost it in. He is looking for Brown. He's headed on towards the middle. Kay gets a touch, clears it away for Marshall, who can only knock it back. He's trying to get onto the left, and Marshall takes just down, but then Teixeira is able to get it. He tries to ping a first-time pass, looking for Krasinski, but then that goes out for a goal kick. In the Premier League, West Ham United have taken a 1-goal lead against Tottenham. Chris Enyo Somerville the scorer, and Stockport County have gone 1-up on Rotherham United. Sean Raggett own goal has done that. So back with Townsend now for this goal kick.
Come on, boys.
Ball forward here. Headed on by Rawson, just behind Marshall, so Lycett will collect it. Pings it out, looking forward, but Eagledon will hope to have read that, and he has. Heads it away into the middle, where it's well won by Moore. Out back to Lycett, who seems to have gotten the ball the most here today. As he had to, Teixeira's got space, and we've seen what his quality on the ball can be like. Out to the left, though, it will go. They're looking for a cross, as it's going to go back to Lycett. And back now it goes here into Teixeira, and then Lycett, who puts a cross into the middle, headed on, and it's a teaser of a header that ends up going much more wide than it initially looked like it might do. 19 minutes gone, 1-0 to Stocksbridge. As Townsend gets another one hit, a chance to get the ball away from his box. Warrington Town have taken the lead against FC United. Callan Murphy, the scorer, while Whitby have taken the lead against Prescott Cables. Leighton Watts, the man with the goal. United had a very disappointing result against Workington at home, drew 2-2, and have to come back against that now. Losing today against Warrington Town. Tinker wins the ball, gets out back to Eagledon, launches it over the top. Morris tries to track it, but looks like he'll be beaten to the ball by McGlinchey, who's just trying to cover that out for a corner. I think Morris may have just gone a bit too much in, so it will be a goal kick, and I think Morris is also being warned that don't do that again. As Rawson almost won the ball there off Laban, and cleared away, and it'll be back for Everington, who heads it on, and then forward Marshall bringing it down, getting it forward, and he's trying to just worm his way through, but loses the ball in that case, and then blocks one, goes into the middle, and he claimed by Laban, but had that fall a slightly different way. Marshall could have been in for a second. It's back with Laban now, who gets the ball forward, headed up into by Williams, not the greatest header away, but now Kay will have it, and he does volley it away. Marshall will look to track it and cause Jordan Brown a problem. Brown's right into him. Marshall tries to volley it over the top, looking for Rawson, but headed away here by the number 6 Whittle, and then there's a Rushall player basically trying to sit on the ball, and they will come away with it, unsurprisingly, as it's switched over to McAlinden, who's got a bit of space, brings it down his chest, back into his own half in the centre circle. Tinker following. Now back into the midfield here with Moore, and back in defensively with Unit now not forward. He's looking for Abdullah. Abdullah, appeal for a handball, not given. I thought like it bounced off his arm clearly there. Will be controversy if this leads to a goal, as it's what's that here to Lice. It will burst into the box now. Marshall trying to track ball here to the penalty spot, cleared away by O'Connor. Again, appeals for a penalty for a push on Lice, not given. Ball awkward bouncing. Kay will win that header before Eagledon able to just clear it away. Morris trying to get to it, but McClinchy returns it back in and Octo forward here, looking for Krasinski. Krasinski here gets past one man, plays in the middle, foot by Townsend, stops it, corner kick Rushall. Williams, who's had a strong game up to now, made his first mistake and was beaten there, but Townsend saved the day with his outstanding foot, and it will be a corner for Rushall. On foot welfare take lead against Leeds UFCA. Tom Joint has scored from the spot. As we wait for this corner kick. Everyone seems to be canking into the 6-yard area now to try and cause Townsend as many problems, but the referee, it doesn't like something he's seen, and he's going to have a chat with a couple of the players in the box. Typical, wasn't at the far post where there seems to be about 6 players cramped around that post. Here it comes, right-footed ball into the odds at far post. Townsend didn't got a hand onto it, but wasn't enough. It will go out for a corner. Second corner in a row. Townsend will wanted to put a cleaner hands onto that, I'm sure.
Attacking, boys! Come
As
on!
Lycett will head over to take this one now. This one will be more of an outswinger from the left. Wing back. And it's a different routine as well, as there's more players more in a sort of line near just behind the penalty spot. Here it comes, it's a good looking cross again. Head of far post, great save by Townsend! He's outstretched, it's almost like a handball save that from the goalkeeper. With his raised right leg blocks it and he deflects it into his arms. A brilliant save from Ben Townsend. Unfortunately couldn't follow up the kick there as it's just gone back to Lycett now. Lycett going forward with it. Ball into the box, and there's another header and appeal for a penalty again, but McAlinden will collect it on the right wing. Steels are clinging on here. Ball towards the far post. Townsend, not a clean catch, but then will collect it. The Steels just about survive. And then another poor kick from Townsend, who I think just now been urged to calm it down. He's going for a throw in here to Rushall, who will take it right in front of us here with McClinchy. Steels, I think I need to heed Lemon's advice and calm it down after fast-fiving just frantically there. Connor got a bit of a touch onto it, but it only goes here to Moore, who just tried to pling it out to the left. No one was there for it. Etherington will just allow that to go out for a throw-in. This is back now here with Etherington for the throw. The on-loan man from Harrogate Town, a team that we have already got some links with. Jack Muldoon, the former Steel, playing at Harrogate. Wished Etherington luck with the move and asked him to point out the statue. As they've won the ball, Rushall high up here to the edge here to McAlinden, edge of the box, takes a shot straight at Townsend, he spills and then gets it the second. The Steel's defending is letting them down at the moment, but Townsend is saving the day. Now Townsend, he does slow it down, getting it forward, looking for Rawson, but headed away into the midfield. O'Connor will try to get it back, but then returned by McClinchy again. Forward, McAlinden tries to fight forward. I think it came off a Stocksbridge man, it will be a throw-in. McAlinden looks to quickly take the throw-in, because I think they know the Steels are a bit on the ropes here defensively, as Williams got enough on it to make it go out for another throw-in. Stocksbridge do need to do something to take control of the game again, as McClinchy. Right, back into the midfield here with Moore. Reinforced back there by O'Connor. It's a good press. That's meant the ball going to have to go all the way back to Labour, and it allows the Steels not to be as pending as they have been for the last 5 minutes. Labour will switch it out over to the left wing. Looking for Etherington will get a head onto it. Marshall bringing it back down, but he loses the ball. A bit too light from him there as Brown had got it off him. More now forward here. Into Lycett, ping back into the middle to Krasinski. Krasinski takes a touch, deflected shot, and Townsend makes the save. And John Lemon is not happy on the bench with the way the Steels are allowing Townsend to be peppered at the moment. Lowers forward, and then Tixera intercepts, and Townsend, for as good as his shot stopping's been, his kicking has been as paused. Tixera forward here again to Unit, gets it out to the left. Now Lycett holding on to it, back into the midfield. 2 more. Now Brown no more. Now Tixera, who controls and gets it forward and turns, and it'll be Krasinski's who's had a few shots already. Back out to Lysett. Good opportunity for a cross low into the middle. Here comes McAlinden's shot. Townsend makes another great save. It's blocked again, and then over from McAlinden. How Stocksbridge are surviving, I don't know, but Townsend is having some brilliant saves, and he's done it yet again. Oh wow. Rushall have had a load of brilliant chances, but Townsend's just having one of those days so far. Some score updates elsewhere. Chelsea are 1-0 on Brentford. João Pedro the scorer. Well, Barnsley are 1-0 on Blackpool. David McGoldrick the goal scorer. But Townsend, if he wants a 10 out of 10 performance, he needs to improve his kicking, as he's now being jeered by the Rushall fans behind his goal. And now he will send it forward. A much better kick into the middle here as it goes over the top, and Morris tries to get it off, but Rushall will win the ball back, and back here with Whittle, who then just pings it out. Will be out and into this disused land just behind the ground here. So a throw for Stocksbridge in the Rushall half. As it's back with Tinker now. Launch it downfield, looking for Rawson, who heads it on. Morris just can't bring it down, as back with Whittle, who I thought had taken a touch there, but has been ruled as a goal kick. Short to Brown, who will take it forward out towards the right to McAlinden, knocking over the top here for Krasinski. Krasinski takes a touch, has a little slip, back to McAlinden, forward here looking for Abdullah, who slipped as he could have been through, out for a goal kick. 28 minutes gone, just over halfway into this first half now. Steele's leaving dangerously. Got over that. Sheffield were 1-0 down, but now they're 2-1 up. Alex Hardwick has scored a brace, the former Steele. That's against Wombwell Town. And Doncaster City are 2-1 down to Howdett Fair, being up Ben Hart and Bradley Walker, the goal scorers. That's an appeal for a foul from Bradshaw, but nothing given as Rushall trying to head the ball away. They have got the ball despite not having the free kick, but a switch out to the left has just found Everington, who will take the ball forward now. Everington carrying it. Now he's got a few options. Out to the right to Marshall, then back in the field to O'Connor. O'Connor gets it through the legs of one man, tries to slip through, pass forward, but blocked and intercepted. Now out to left now here, and now here comes the counter-attack. Sam Unit holding the ball up, back into the midfield. Tixera trying to go forward. He's been met with a bit of physicality, but still continuing forward. Took down by a slide tackle by Bradshaw. That's most likely going to be a yellow for the on-loan midfielder, and it is. It's the first yellow of the game, and it's for Alfie Bradshaw, who has committed a few fouls already, and another dangerous free kick for Rushall Olympic to try and attack this Steele's defence. Presumably it will be Carter Lysett to take. The Steels have been put under heavy pressure over the last 10 minutes of this match.
Come on, boys, attacking properly, come on.
So, a couple of players over this as the Rushall men head forward. But can the Steels defend this one? They've looked a bit vulnerable so far in this game. Lysett, he's going to take the shot straight at Townsend. And he'll take him forward, but there's just been a stoppage here. Looks like Sam Kay's just being told head off the pitch. I think he's going to. I think it must be blood on his face or something along that. So Stocksbridge will be temporarily down to 10. So we'll be back with Townsend now, as Kay will just be cleaned up a bit. Down to his feet, and he will pick it up after being closed down by Abdullah. And now we'll launch it forward, looking for Marshall, but Brown will head it away, and it's is going to go out for a throw-in for Stocksbridge, and Kay will return to the pitch. But now he'll be sent right back as the Rushall bench are making their feelings known, as they have been throughout a lot of this game. Check for license, and now Tomgate's waiting for the OK, and now he will return. Much to the annoyance of Ian Long. So back now with Etherington for the throw. Going to get this into the half, and here comes the throw, and does exactly that. Over the top of Rawson, and over the top of Marshall as well. Cleared away by Whittle, sorry. But then and now knocked away by McLinden. Iggulden will get it back into midfield, and slipping as he does so is Unit, and then it's out to left, and it's Etherington left that as if he thought it wasn't going out. It was just going out, and it has, but then it was in a Rushall throw-in, so a bit of a calamity there as Rushall will get the ball forward. Iggulden heads it quite nicely for Rushall as an attack, as Brzezinski will attack on the left-hand side, and then eventually the Steels get a foot in, goes out for a throw-in. Hence just not performing brilliantly at the moment, but it will be back with Lycett now for the throw-in. Bring it forward to Krasinski, who's looking to turn back to Lycett. Puts a short pass in, and it's an unmarked man on the edge of the area, but quickly closed down as Moore wasn't allowed the shot, and then Marshall tackled and cleared away. But it's just going to go back to Whittle, so Rushall will keep the pressure on for now. But they have it in their own half. They're going to ping it. They're looking for Lycett on the left, and then Marshall didn't really judge that well, and Lycett has won the ball. Back in the field, Marshall clears, looking for Rawson, who gets it on the chest, and he's holding it up really well. And now he's in a turn, and he gets it in midfield and evades the pressure. Out to Kay. Kay now on the ball. Maybe just a bit too long on the ball. He's giving it away really weakly there, and it's a chance for a counter-attack. Tinker slows it down, but now bursting forward is Abdullah. He's held up a bit. Advantage given as it goes to McAlinden. Out right to Unit, who's on the right wing. He's looking for a cross, but being blocked by doing so by Tinker. He's dribbled it almost out of play. He's ended up knocking it off Tinker to throw into Rushall, but I think Sam Kay there needs to do a lot better. He looked like he was just struck by indecision, having given too much space, and then he lost the ball, and Stockbridge under pressure with this counter. Cross in, Casper Williams clears it away, and then Morris, big hoof out, looking for Rawson to hold it up. Gets the header, now Tommy Marshall will fight for it. Jordan Brown got the first touch and will hoof it, and it's heading towards us, and I'm judging it, and it's behind, he goes over our commentary tower and behind us. Sunderland have equalised against Crystal Palace in the Premier League. Enzo Lafayette, he's the goal scorer. Crystal Palace had to leave through Jeremy Pino. As Tinker has the throw in. Gets it forward, looking for Rawson, who heads it into the box, but Brown is able to clear pretty easily as it goes back out here to Krasinski. It's being contested. Sam Kay's done a really good job as McAlinden tried to get the ball away. It's took an awkward bounce and come right back at him and out for a throw-in, and Stockbridge will get the throw-in in a good position, and Jack Tinker will come over to take. Can the Steels, who against what would be all honesty against a run of play, go and grab a second as he throws it short to Morris, back to Tinker, puts it low into the box. It's too easy and intercepted here, and it's cleared away, and it's looking here for the run of the number 7 unit, and he's fouled in rid by O'Connor. O'Connor gets a push as they get taken, and he might have Sam Kay intercepts then, and now out to Morris. Morris now running against his man, trying to get down into the box, wanting it on his left, put it in the middle, takes a little deflection. The appeals for it's gone out for a corner kick from Luke Rawson, but not taken in it, not given, and Laban will throw it out. Rushall coming forward with McClinchy. Pass forward, but then Williams will intercept and clear it away. Headed right back and then out of play, throw in for Stocksbridge. Anzac have taken the lead against Ecclesfield United. Toby Kenyon, the scorer, another former Steel. So the news that Scott Ruven left Anzac, which was a bit of a shock. He's done very well there. Ball forward as Morris tries to win the ball, but it's headed away from him by Whittle, but it will go for a throw right next to the corner flag for Stocksbridge, who have grown back into this one. As Sheffield United have just been reduced to 10 men, Jubal Sumari has been sent off for what he described as a serious foul. Jet Tinker, I think he might be trying a long throw. He's got no short options, but then a few have broken out, and he will throw short to Bradshaw. He was looking for Tinker, but then it was actually really good defended by McAlinden because his clearance came off Tinker and out for a goal kick. It's a bit of a disappointing one in the end for Stocksbridge.
Come on, boys. Come on. Get that goal back. Come on.
Remains 1-0 to Stocksbridge with 37 minutes gone. It'll be very good to get in to the break with this 1-goal lead, which as they did on their last away day against Leek on Boxing Day. Back with Laban now. We'll get the ball forward. And Eagledon tried to head away, took a block, but Eagledon's trying to win it back, but Krasinski will come away with it. He's a very agile player, Krasinski. Gets it not forward. O'Connor just hoofs that one and out. It goes into, well, the issues land on the opposite side of the stadium. Okay, Stocksbridge have never won at this stadium. Best of done's a couple of 1-1 draws. Short pass is given now back to Alex Moore. Bit of a 1-2. Now back to Lycett, who's trying to charge forward and into the box. He will go, Lycett. And then a nice stand attack for Eagledon. It doesn't take the curl he wanted it to because it goes out for a corner. But it will. You almost took the knee like you would when you're collecting a ball out to the field in cricket. As Rushall have the corner, we've seen these are dangerous. I think Steele's just lacking a bit of height in defence at the moment, which is not why they've struggled against it from here. Struggled against guys then, have struggled here. And then Krasinski's unmarked, he made the movement, but then headed away. Again, more appeals from the Rushall bench, but Rushall will win the ball back about 30 yards out on the right here with Unit out to the down on the right wing. It goes as they force back out here by Kay, then back to Texera. So a good looking ball by Texera, brought down to the ground, back to the edge of the box. Two more, takes a shot over the bar. Alex Moore, who probably should have done better with that one. It was teed up for him really nicely. He was right in the middle. He had a corner to pick. In the end, he picks the top of the stand behind the goal. Remains 1-0 to the Steels here. Bamber Bridge have taken the lead into Hyde. Ewan Banjay, the goal scorer. Following forward from Townsend. Head away by Brown. Eagledon will head it away. Brown heading back. Marshall's trying to see if he can get onto this, but Lycett does enough to get it away. And now Bradshaw a bit too harassy in the middle of the park. Quickly take a free kick though. Lycett pinging it forward. Kay will intercept. Marshall back in the middle to O'Connor. Nice touch, trying to win the second. He can only get it in, pass it within a second, and that leads the ball to go back to Rushall. And that's the left to Lycett now. Trying to move in, he's trying to get it onto his right. I think he wants to have a go if it's possible, but a well-timed tackle by Eagledon. There, now cleared away here, looking for Orson, but its pass is all wrong, and it will just go back to Laban. As Rawson is been told by Laban to go right. He's thrown to where he should have been if he had followed those instructions. That's ball going down the left with Alex Moore. Looking here for the run of Unit. Unit, good touch to make sure it doesn't go out. He goes down though, and it will go out for a goal kick. And I think actually that is more serious than it first looked because he is not getting back up at the moment, and it looks like one of the substitutes is being summoned over. Sheffield have gone 3-1 up and 1 well now. Luke Mangum has scored, another former Steel. Oh, and it looks like a lot of former Stockbridge players have scored today because Ross Hanna has scored for Rossington, Maine. That is away at Pickering Town. So, physio for Rushall has gone on to administer treatment for Sam Unit, who is a very impressive player for Rushall, and it'd be a huge loss for them. I think both teams are just going to have some mini team talks now while there is this break in play. Townsend having a chat with the referee over in that corner. Stocksbridge haven't really had any chances since taking the lead, but they got the one chance and they took it. Tommy Marshall, back in the 9th minute that was, and it was from a corner, initially cleared, but then penned back, and Marshall's just hit it low and powerful into the bottom corner. And well, he couldn't have hit it better than that. It's beat the goalkeeper and Steele's lead, and they've kept their lead. Though that has been thanks to some brilliant saves from Ben Townsend. Townsend will take the goal kick. Now, as it does look like Unit will be able to continue. As he is now standing over the far side and seeing a few more looks from it, but it looks to me that some Unit will be back soon enough, which is good news for Rushall, and we don't ever wish an injury on a player. As the ball bounce out, Etherington will get it forward, but intercepted here by Moore. Then Stocksbridge got a phone it into Rawson's trying to cause a problem here. Head forward, Rawson almost getting onto it, but Laban collects just in time. Certainly not the most comfortable from the Rushall defence there, but just enough to make sure Rawson couldn't do anything weird. Out to McAlinden, who takes a touch, Tinker right into his bag. Morris got in and it goes out for a Rushall throw. 42.5 minutes gone. The ball will go back into defence. Rawson pressing, and it will go to Laban now, who will strike it over onto the left wing. Look forward, it's a great pass here, that's caught out Etherington. Here comes Krasinski on the left now, who's running. Krasinski trying to get it onto his right. Into the middle, 2 more, and he's got his shot all wrong there. It's higher than 2 goals, and it will go out for a goal kick. It's 2 really nice chances for Alex Moore presented, who have found themselves going into the stand behind rather than the back of the net.
Keep going, Rushall!
So a long ball forward for Townsend. Head away by Brown, and then returned by Eagleton. Brown just misses out on that one. Marshall trying to get onto it, but it was Unit who now gets it out over to Lysett. Now back to Moore. He's just dropped deep. Switching it, looking for McAlinden. Brings it down on his chest. Tinkers just up with him. Looking for the overlap of McGlinchey. But Welling from Kay. Both teams are appealing for it. Neither can agree. The linesman or referee in the end. The referee's overruled and giving it as a corner. So the Seals need to defend another corner, which have looked dangerous so far. Carter Lysett's deliveries are very, very dangerous. And the Steels need to be solid as anything in defence, where they conceded twice from set pieces on New Year's Day. Here comes Lysett, it's a powerful one, but head away at the near post. Williams with the header, back with Lysett though. Lysett now will put another ball into the box, headed away again. Goes to the edge of the area to Unit, who brings it down. Unit is in the box on that left hand side, but then just goes back out, back to Teixeira. Seen his passing is fantastic at times, and he's charging forward. He's got a bit of pace about him. So well in tackle. I think took a touch off Teixeira last. He tries to keep it in, and it's going to be given as a goal kick. So I think the fans are wanting a bit more than that. As Teixeira is down, looking injured. I think he may have made a collision with the razor. As it's quite weird, this ground, as an explanation, as the physio is going to go on. It's going to be 2 minutes at a time. Just I think what might explain this ground, what has happened is that, because this is now an AstroTurf here, in order to get rid of the slant that was here, they've sort of built it into the hillside. So you've got, on our end, when you go off the pitch, there's a descent into where the sides are in the stands, whereas on the opposite side there is a ascent, essentially a bit of a hill, and I think that's what Teixeira has ran into. Interesting. I mean, Tom Charlesworth were talking about it beforehand, and they said this must be dangerous when you are running full pelt, and so it has proven. As Liverpool have taken the lead against Burnley, Florian Wirtz, the goal scorer. Ball forward, head away by McClinchy as Rushall are down to 10 men at the moment, and now Rushall have got it on the left. Finds the overlap of Bradshaw. Bradshaw needs to get the cross in, tries it, takes a few deflections, both for appeal. It's going to be a goal kick. Came off Bradshaw last. A bit of pinball between attacker and defender, and Bradshaw unfortunately getting the bad luck on this occasion. We're minutes into at a time here. Laban launching it forward. Anyway by Kay, but then returned by McClinchy. That's right, McLinden knocked it over the top, and it will be covered here by Williams, who passes out to Townsend, who doesn't really get the kick he wants, and it's intercepted by Lyce, who just chests it forward. Marshall could have been penalised for a high foot there as well, as he tries to get involved again, but it will be back with Rushall. Into defence it goes with Whittle, who switches it out to Lyce. He has definitely been the danger man all game, the wing back on the left. As he's being closed down, the back it goes to Brown. Brown being pressed here. Back to Whittle, who's been forced back, and he'll be forced all the way back to the goalkeeper Laban. That is really good defensive shape from Stocksbridge, who forced them all the way back to defence. And now it's back with Laban, who now will launch out. He's looking for the left wing, he's looking for Lycett. Etherington will head it away into the midfield, and it's been well picked up here by Bradshaw, who was trying to go on his own, and then a well-timed tackle from Unit stopped him going any further forward. Half minutes into 2 minutes out of time in this first half, and there was a handball there from the Rushall man. He was down on the ground thinking he had a foul, and he's tried to grab it here, Roddy McGlinchey. And I was going to expect a yellow card from McGlinchey for just trying to grab the ball. As Teixeira will now return to the pitch. Is McGlinchey being summoned over here? We're just watching. Jordan Lemon's trying to get a book in for the man. As Townsend will come up to take this free kick. It will be the last action of this game. This free kick of the first half anyway. As can the Steels maybe grab a last minute goal in the first half? I'll launch out looking for Rawson, but it's over the top of him. It is going to bounce out, and we'll go out for a throw-in right in the corner flag. We've had 3 minutes now, off 2 minutes added time in the first half. 3.5 minutes actually when I look at the clock. And that will be that for the first half. The Steels lead 1-0 here, and that's thanks to a nice minute goal from Tommy Marshall, hitting it powerful and low when Rushall failed to clear a corner. Rushall were pressing back and had a series of great chances that looked like certain goals, but Ben Townsend has had a fantastic game in between the sticks. It's 1-0 to the Steels against Rushall Olympic. We'll see you in 15 minutes. Merry Christmas to everybody that is listening tonight. Hopefully you've had a very lovely Christmas period, and now, just a day after all the festivities, we get into the actual football action. And for Jordan Lemon, just like in Christmas, he comes home. Well, he comes to a team he spent a season with, a very happy season with, as he did once play for League Town. To the bench in favour of Alfie Bradshaw. He's going to take it short here to Morris, then back to O'Connor, who's going to clip the ball towards the far post. Eagledon gets a header, he's dangling towards the far post, able to clear. Charles will be the first man on. He's knocked out for a leak throwing. Nice idea for a set piece routine. He just needed someone hanging on that far end when Eagledon just teased the ball over, and then it would have been a tap in for 1-0. In the end, no one was there, leak clear, and we remain goalless now after 5 minutes. Ball forward. Headed on, looking for a Willarby, but Casper Williams as well knocks it out. O'Connor stabs it forward to Bradshaw, who's taking over the ball. Bradshaw gets it out to Morris. First time passing to O'Connor. Rawson's calling for it, but O'Connor just shielded away from the ball. He gets it back out to Bradshaw, who moves into the box. Bit of tricky footwork from him, goes to the touchline, gets a pass shot, cross shot, and it's going to be another corner kick for the Steels, who are looking really good. Alfie to O'Connor, who then gets tackled, but Smythe back to help and just hoops that away. And Morris is going to try and cause an issue here. It's headed away from Awkward. Morris got a bit of a foot onto that as it ricochets upwards. He's going to bounce towards the corner flag, and Rawson has won that ball right in the corner flag. He's been forced out now. Back to Tinker. Tinker takes a touch. Back into Rawson. Now Tinker. Wheel to Turner. Turner's going to take a shot here. Takes a shot, and he dips, but not enough. To get it. Gets the touch, pulls it onto the right. He's going to it forward to Morris, who doesn't really get a healthy touch onto it. It takes it further forward, but Just easy for League to deal with that, and back into the midfield with Lucas Weir. Lovely pass into the middle for Shenton, but well won by O'Connor in turn. And now 6 foot forward here into middle to Tinker, who's in a really strange position, almost centre forward. Into Rawson. Dontagon takes a shot, well saved. Tinker's racing to it. Tinker shoots! Tinker scores! Jack Tinker scores just his second goal for the Steels. His first league goal as he approaches towards 180 appearances. Jack Tinker has got a present under his tree, and it's a goal. He's got any outfield play for it. Finally got it against Parkgate, and now he's got another here on Boxing Day as Bradshaw's penalised for the high foot. The ball down on the left for Hurst, ball in towards the far post. Powerful header, hits the bar! Tom Kerr with a header, and now the right back is trying to get in on it for Leek. It was a great header, beat Townsend, but they didn't beat the bar. It remains strong, and now Olabi goes. There was appeals for a handball, and that has been eventually given. First half, you think how important that was in that away day at Prescott Cables. Ball forward, goes over the top of everyone, but then head back. Rawson has it back to goal. Gets it out to Bradshaw, who's going to run the defence. Slips it through here to Morris. Morris is trying to find the space. Takes a shot, slow, but it's saved. And can the Steels make the most of it? Ball forward, header on, in into the middle. Morris brings it down, but he just goes behind him. He's done well to keep the ball back into the middle. Now Morris takes a shot. It's high and easily claimed by Orenshaw. Simple enough for the goalkeeper on that occasion. Sorry about that music. That's actually the NPL League that was playing that music, their own video printer website. So back to Charlesworth here, who puts the ball into the middle. It's a good cross, but headed away. Smythe brings it down. He tries the shot. That's another very similar effort to Morris's, but this time over the bar. And now they're trying to attack here. League back to Shenton. Ball into the middle, look for Heath. Heath gets a touch, pulls him out to the left here. Heath takes a shot. Great save, Townsend. He spills it, but it goes out for a corner. Leek is certainly playing better in this half. The Leek fans behind that goal are sprung into some noise now. It's a short corner, cross into the middle, headed away over by Turner to the edge of the area. To Shenton, takes a shot. It's in. Leek have equalised. And now Leek have been rewarded for having such a strong start to this second half with the equaliser. A powerful effort from Shenton. Leek, well, they knew how to start this second half and they've took the reward for it. 1-1 here. Responded well since going back level. Rawson back out to the right to Charlesworth. Trying to find Bradshaw. Instead we'll go for Morris, who's in the box, corner box. Left up for Bradshaw. Bradshaw's looking for space. Hits it with his left. It's well hit. Just wide from Alfie Bradshaw. He stopped because he might have been onto it if he had not done so. As the ball's forward here. Possession Campbell. Out to the left. And here is Lee coming forward. Cross here towards the far post, towards Shenton. Great save, Townsend, and he makes a great second one, spilled and cleared. Townsend, a brilliant double save from the goalkeeper. He'd done it last week, he's done it again today. And now a counter-attack. Smythe trying to get down the right-hand side, but he's been blocked off by Edwards, who will get it back to the keeper. Certainly the team talk has gone in Leek's favour in the half-time break. Ball forward. Williams, awkward ball. It comes off his knee, Williams. He's going to go out for a throw-in. Back with Curl now for the throw. And forward, then back to Shenton. He's the man who's having to watch. Forward, clip ball into box, looking for Heath. He gets it first time and wide. It should be 2-1 there. It's a great ball for Heath. A completely different side in this second half. A much better side, much to our detriment. As now it's back out to Curl on the right hand side. Cross into the middle. High lofted header. Townsend's following it, goes wide. Over the last few years. As the ball goes in, head away by Rawson, a good strong header away. Deakins trying to chase onto it, but he's not first onto it. Now back to Porter. Porter crossing blocked by Rawson. Peels for handball, not giving Shenton. Puts the ball into the middle, takes an effort, and Townsend was scrambling as it went wide. Took a deflection, corner kick Leek. Looks like it's going to be Campbell. You say there's two men in very similar positions today. Can we have anyone else identify the other? Hurst is going to take it, lofted, and over the bar. We know how good Deakin's delivery can be. He's going to take it to the far side of the box, but it's easily headed away. But then Charles will head it back in the box. Rawson chests it down. Volley blocked at the crucial moment, and it was Eagledon with the volley, but Stocksbridge have won it back. Cross in by Charlesworth. It goes into the 6-yard area. Rawson's trying to bring it down. It's an absolute chaos in that box. Knocked out to the left. Fall here for Morris. Morris curls it. Great save on Lorenzo. He put it onto the post, and then it's cleared. Possess him. 5 minutes at a time given. I don't think there's too many complaints about that from either side. Ball forward, pass into the middle here with Reeves. Out to the right here. To Curl. Now out into the middle now to Shenton. Ball to the edge of the area with Porter. He's going to pass it on to the left to Hurst. Hurst is looking for his chance, takes a shot, blocked. And Deakin is going to win the first touch, but then the second one is robbed of the ball. Back out to Curl. Curl. Good overlapping pass here for Shenton. Shenton keeps it into the middle. Dangles, and it's Campbell blocked, and somehow Stocksbridge survived that. And there's obviously trying to clear away. The referee is a bit in the way. Across into the middle, headed towards the far post. Campbell's going in with a header right at Townsend, who saves. Somehow Stocksbridge are still alive in this game. Forward by Porter, takes a block, and it high up in the air. Marshall heads it forward. Rawson holding it up, back out to Turner, who lofts it over the top. Marshall's hoping to have got the gap. He has got the gap on the right wing here. Put the ball in the middle, takes a bit of a deflection. No one's there in the middle, being chased down there by Alfred Wilkinson, who will keep this attack alive. Wilkinson loft to the far post. Rawson just over his head. Marshall's coming in at the far end. He's going to return it back into the middle. No one's there for it. Deakin wins on the edge of the area. Back out to Turner, who takes a shot. Well hit, Jones. Bottom corner, Kurt Turner! Is that the winner? It's against the runner play for the Steels. Absolutely. But Stocksbridge may well have just won this one. Hayward pass forward, and he's going to find Campbell. Nice little touch, gets it to Porter, who's trying to orchestrate things. Out left to Hurst. Stocksbridge have left some big gaps here that Leek are exploiting. Hurst into the middle. Oh, here comes the ball into the middle. Cleared away. Strike from Shenton over the bar. That was dramatic. It's a goal kick. Thank God for that. Hayward's the first. Takes it over the halfway line. Hayward out left. Stocksbridge might have to defend one more time here. As Hurst trying to break through. Tackle goes in, but just goes back to Shenton. Shenton cues at the shot. So right shot is wide. The league players aren't happy that he's gone for that, but the Steels certainly are as it goes wide of the goal. And that is that. The Steels have won it. A 2-1 win on the road for Stocksbridge. Curtis Turner against the runner play has won it here on Boxing Day. It's a gift of a game for Stocksbridge. Thank you very much to everyone who has listened today. Merry Christmas to everybody that is listening tonight. It's today. Obviously, hopefully you've had a very lovely Christmas period, and now, just a day after all the festivities, we get into the actual football action. And for Jordan Lemon, just like in Christmas, he comes home. Well, he comes to a team he spent a season with, a very happy season with, as he did once play for Leek Town. Up to the bench in favour of Alfie Bradshaw. He's going to take it short here to Morris, then back to O'Connor, who's going to clip the ball towards the far post. Eagledon gets a header, he's dangling towards the far post. No one's there for it. Leek able to clear. Charles will be the first man onto it as it's cleared away, and it's knocked out for a Leek throwing. Nice an idea for a set piece routine. You just needed someone hanging on that far end when Eagledon just teased the ball over, and then it would have been a tap in for 1-0. In the end, no one was there. Leek clear, and we remain goalless now after 5 minutes. Ball forward, headed on, looking for Willarby, but Casper Williams as well knocks it out. O'Connor stabs it forward to Bradshaw, who's taken over the ball. Bradshaw gets it out to Morris. First time passing to O'Connor. Rawson's calling for it, but O'Connor just shielded away from the ball. He gets it back out to Bradshaw, who moves into the box. A bit of tricky footwork from him, goes to the touchline, gets a pass shot, cross shot, and it's going to be another corner kick for the Steels, who are looking really good. Alfie to O'Connor, who then gets tackled. Hello and welcome back to the second half of Rushall Olympic versus Stocksbridge Park Steels. The game has got underway for the second half as balls on forward for Rushall here as they're trying to get on the attack. We'll go through the team shortly. The Steels are leading 1-0, but Rushall are trying to see if they can quickly change that off a team that have started slowly in the second half for the last 2 games. But Tinker is able to clear that. Cool. Position on the ball that Tinker has got it for, but only to kick it out of play. And I think there's a late knock on him as well, which has not been penalised. The ball is now back with Laban, the Rushall goalkeeper. So let's go through teams for you. Neither team has made a substitute during the break. So for Rushall, it's Jake Laban in net, then Roddy McGlinchey, Carter Lycett, Oreo Texera, Jordan Brown, Sam Whittle, Sam Unit, Alex Moore, Mikhail Abdullah, Jacob Krasinski and Liam McKillinden. Into the boxes, Rushall to the edge of the 6-yard area, cleared away by Bradshaw, back defending. As Rushall win the ball high up, will continue with this Rushall attack before, but actually Cartwright has just dribbled it out to play. So for Stocksbridge, it's Ben Townsend in goal and he's captain as well. Marcus Etherington, Jack Tinker, Sam Kay, Casper Williams, Paul Eagledon, Alfie Bradshaw, Alex O'Connor, Luke Rawson, James Morris and the man who scored the goal in the 9th minute, Tommy Marshall. On the bench is Luke Hogg, Alpha Wilkinson, Connor Smythe, Luca Cancella and Lewis Brown. Ball launched forward by Etherington, finds Marshall, gets it back to Rawson, tries to get it through and he goes off the legs of Jordan Brown before going out for another throw-in. Right, now we Etherington will have another throw-in, this time inside the Rushall half. He'll now get the ball forward here, headed away, and Kay trying to get something onto that, but it's just gone all the way through to Abdullah. Trying to hold it up, and now it might be a chance for Bradshaw, but he just loses out in 50-50 to Texera, who we are told has lost a tooth in that incident earlier on in the game. As a foot in from Stocksbridge goes out for a throw in to Rushall. Ball is switched out here, and Tinker gets ahead, and he'll get it back to Townsend. Now quickly out to Etherington, who will get the ball forward, headed away though by Brown, then knocked on by Unit. Steels lose out on it there, those Unit switches it out, looking here for McKillinden, who's brought it down well, facing up with Jack Tinker. McKillinden will get the ball in, takes a deflection out for a corner kick. It's another bright start for a team facing Stocksbridge in the second half, concerningly so. Also just about survived some of the Rushall attacks in the first half where Van Townsend made a lot of brilliant saves, but I think we don't want that stress again in the second. Because you've got to imagine eventually they'll find their way onto the back of the net. Townsend can't stop everything as much as he wishes he could. Sean Newton's just been sent off for Ashton United as well, just seen. Comes corner into the 6-yard area. Great claim from Ben Townsend. And he is going to just slow it down. He could have potentially started again, so that Tommy Marshall was around, but he's instead he's just going to roll it out now to Etherington, who takes it forward, and then just delays it, but then goes in the middle to O'Connor, who wanted to get back to Etherington, but was it Kane then rescues it, just booms it away, but Texera dropped deep and intercepted. Out to McLean, who heads it in the middle to Krasinski. Krasinski will dribble forward with it. I really, not enjoyed Krasinski in that he'd been very good for Rushall. The ball slipped through, but then he's intercepted, and then out to Morris, who's picked up between 2 players. Ball forward, takes a deflection. Rawson gets a touch, and he's trying to get past his man, and he's got the bounce there. Lays it off in the middle for Bradshaw. Just can't get the touch. He'd have broke into the box if he had gone that. Cleared away. Kay, calm header into the middle to Rawson, who gets underneath the volley forward, and it will just go back to the goalkeeper, Laban. 49 minutes gone in this game. 1-0 to the Steels. As here come Rushall forward, very confident at the moment. They look like not a team that's towards the bottom of the table, and they were thinking they were going to be towards the top. Here come they into the box, and then back into Moore, then back to Texera, and then all the way back to Jordan Brown. Thing out to left to Lycett. It's a dangerous left foot. I'm going to see that cross into the box, but Townsend claims it. Second time he's claimed something in the second half, and just took the pressure off his own defence. Pickering equalised by just before the break against Rossington. Mason and Koulibaly, the scorer. Rawson's got the ball. He's laying through. Tommy Marshall had a quick look at the linesman, who's kept his flag down. Marshall now one-on-one with Jordan Brown. He's going to get back to O'Connor. O'Connor, first time crossing the middle, looking for Rawson, headed away. And then Kay can't get to the 50-50, but it's a poor touch, but it's allowed Tinker now to get onto it. His second touch, so away goes to Morris, who is trying to get his way through. Morris lays through to Rawson, but then Brown gets a key tackling corner kick. And Brown, actually, the way he got tackled there looked like a shot, to be honest, for a second, but here's a corner kick here. Just notice some of the Rushall fans are throwing things at our fans over towards the right here.
Come on, Rushall!
It's back for Alex O'Connor to take the corner. Plenty of options for Alex O'Connor to try and find, like Paul Eagledon. Here it comes to the far post. Eagledon trying to get to it. He's having his shirt pulled, but it'll be another corner kick. Could he? A harsher referee could have given a penalty for that, as Pennison Church have taken it against Fackley, Jordan Kaduri. Bamber Bridge have doubled their lead against Hyde, Ollie Malloy the scorer.
Defend this, boys!
Ball will be back now with Alex O'Connor for another corner. We take the most one right-footed as well. Will be announced Swinger when he does take it. Takes it short, and it's a really poor short corner. It's easily cleared, but then returned back, and then it'll just go out for a goal kick. The Steels have kind of let themselves down on that routine. As Sheffield United are down to 10 men and now down 1-0. Carey has put Charlton ahead. As Bob is back with Laban now, having tried the short goal kick routine, and he then has to boot it out anyway. One that the traditionalists will not enjoy, but also enjoy because they're right on that one. But the ball forward on Stocks is just going to go back to Laban. And it's 52 minutes gone in this game. Laban getting out to the right, headed back into the middle to Krasinski, who's been forced to dribble backwards at the moment and back into defence. And Morris got a foot in and will go out for a Rushall throw. I think Birmingham Airport's near here because we've seen a few planes go above, so we know what Sam's going to be videoing during the match. Rushall got a bit of space to work with here as he goes sideways now to Tixera. Out it goes to Lycett, as Everington will try and follow him. Lycett here, continuing going down, putting a cross in. Townsend misses the punch, but then Kay will just kick that one out. It's a mistake from Townsend, but Kay saves his blushes on this one. Notice Tixera is wearing a blank shirt now following that collision he had with the side of the stadium, as it will be a Rushall throw in after a tackle. Sheffield FC now 4-1 up on Woolwell Town. Alex Hardwick has just got his hat-trick. Ball short here. Back it goes, and they're trying to just work their way in now. Rushall, as Krasinski's on it, but well robbed of the ball, but then he's getting held up by Krasinski a bit. No free kick was given. Tinker has it now, and then we'll launch it up air. Rawson will try and chase, but Brown will have that with a bit of space, and now it'll go back to Laban, who will take a touch. He's going to come out to the left. He's looking for Lycett. Everington tries to read it. Lycett gets a header on, but it will go out for a throw-in. Back now with Etherington for the throw-in. The on-loan man from Harrogate Town making his debut today. That he has played at this level before for Mickleover Sports last year. Rawson heads it on, finds Marshall, who's holding up the ball well, trying to get down the right, plays it out looking for Bradshaw, got a touch, but then covered there by Whittall. But Bradshaw's continuing not to give up. He tried to earn a corner. He's gone into the fence now, Bradshaw, and it will be a goal kick. Taken short. Here Rushall will come back here. Looking for the switch, looking for Lycett. Well read by Etherington. He couldn't get control, but he made sure it didn't get to Lycett. It's out for a throw-in. And when he was taking the throw-in, he'd been told, get about 10 yards back. The Ball back to the left, goes forward. Eagleton will head it away. Marshall will knock it down the channel. It goes out of play though. It will be a throw-in. As he's back here with Lysett for the throw. He has been Rushall's most dangerous player in this game so far. As he goes sideways, switched out to the right. Tinker reads it well again, but much like Etherington, his touch forced it to go out for a throw-in. So if he could have made it a softer touch, but I think really he could have turned it into counter, but the main aim there is to make sure it doesn't find its man on the right. As it's an interception again from Tinker, trying to find Morris, but it's blocked before it can do so. Goes out for a throw-in for the Steels. There's Tinker with the throw now. Launched into the box, but headed away and kind of misses out on the 52. He gets it in the second attempt, but only gives it back to Texera. Kay looking to intercept. Texera made it through it, but Tinker is fighting for the ball still. Rushall will keep it and launch it down the line and out of play for a Steel's throw-in. Sheffield FC have made it 5-1 against Woolwell. Another former Steel, Harrison Poulter, scoring. All of Sheffield's goals have come from former Stocksbridge players today. And Glasgow Welfare equalising Stern and Dixon through Jamie Simpson. Armfoot Welfare 2-0 up on Leeds UFCA. Baz Lowe, the scorer. As Rawson fighting for the ball, loses out on that though. And with Texera as the floodlights are starting to make their way on here. Williams just booted that one into the stand. It's a throw-in for Rushall. They're in the Stocksbridge half. Stockport 2-1 up on Rotherham United. Another own goal by Rotherham. Dawson this time. How's Rushall looking to do something with the ball here? Ball to right, trying to find the space here. Looking for the effort of the goal. Will lay it off, looking for Lysett. Marshall back to defend, intercepts it, knocks it away. Looking for O'Connor. O'Connor does well shielding, but then it's slowing after Rushall able to get the ball back. They've got it back as well through Unit, who will return it to Laban. Laban gives it short here. Now out to the right to McGlinchey, who gets it forward to Krasinski. Krasinski looking for the overlap. It's a nice ball here for Rushall as they look to build the attack. Left-footed ball into the middle. Finds a number 7 who just misses. It's Unit with a miss. It's a brilliant ball, but the finish was lacking. Unit there with the chance to equalise, but he puts it beyond the far post of Ben Townsend. It remains 1-0 to the Steels, but only just. Ian Long on the Rushall bench is apoplectic. Throws his water bottle down in anger, the Rushall manager, after that big chance was missed. So back with Townsend. And it's not a great kick from Townsend. It's going to go straight out for a Rushall throw-in. So Sam Union is a very good player, but scored over at Brackham Moor. No, he didn't score here. He made the goal. There's plenty of player teams around this way, like Walsall Wood and Chase Down, and you would have expected him to score that one. He hasn't done so in the end. So back here for front for Rushall, right in front of their own manager. Carter Lysett now with the ball. The throw in. Tom Marshall's keeping an eye on Texera, but instead he's going to give it to Moore, and then Moore ends up just dribbling out to play for a Stocksbridge throw-in. 58 minutes gone, 1-0 to the Steelers. Parkgate have got one back against Knaresborough. They're 2-1 down now. Shea Evans Booth has scored from the spot. Now Etherington gets it back from the throw-in, launch forward for Rawson, who heads it into the middle. Morris is, but it knocks it on. Can Bradshaw get it first? No, Texera. Morris tries to get cleared. Kay will head it back into the fray, but just away from Rawson, and Brown able to step in and clear. Now Rushall trying to do it. A bit of a slip there from Krasinski. Starts to bring the ball back. And now it's Bradshaw. Bradshaw out to Marshall. O'Connor's calling for it. We'll find O'Connor. Can he get a cross in? He'll get it blocked, and it goes back to Marshall here, who will put the cross in. That takes another deflection, and it be collected by the goalkeeper. Just didn't get any of the crosses it needed that, but as Teixeira will carry the ball out. Back out to the right here. As Rushall come forward, they're looking for the equaliser. To be honest, they look like value for it so far. Back out here for Krasinski. Left-footed ball. He's looking here for more, but it's over the top of him. And will go out for a goal kick. Still remaining 1-0 here. It is becoming nervier and nervier. As Rotherham have equalised for the second time today against Stockport County. Sam Nombe, the scorer. Back now with Townsend.
Come on, Rushall!
Take his time with for going long with the ball. Headed away by Brown and then returned. But then well won here by Rushall. And then well in from Etherington, who got tackled. Appeals for a free kick from the home fans. Kay's followed it. I'm pretty sure it's going to end up being a Rushall throw, but it's actually the Stocksbridge, so Kay knew more than I did. As some unit was tackled there and they wanted the throw, and Ian Long was certainly shouting for it as Rushall about to make 2 substitutes. So Stocksbridge. Luke Hogg's about to make his 3rd debut. And he will replace Alfie Bradshaw. As well, we're just watching the Rushall substitution. They're going to make a double sub. Imagine Kay will take a more advanced position. And also, we're just going to have to wait for the Rushall substitutes because they are being given instructions, and the referee's got a bit bored of it. Ball is forward, cleared out, and O'Connor tries to challenge. O'Connor gets a touch, and well-timed touch. Hogg just looking a bit apprehensive about getting in there, but then it's away and well kept in by Etherington, who sends it down the channel, but head away by Brown to Teixeira, who looks to beat his man, and then O'Connor's ragging his shirt around as if he wants one from the shot. Teixeira is demanding further action on Alex O'Connor. He's already lost one shot to shirt today, Teixeira. So O'Connor will be getting a talking to from our referee. As Bamber freeing up at Hyde, and Hyde have had a man sent off. Kieran Lloyd has been given his marching orders. It's a very good day for Bamber Bridge. As here come the substitutes. Cian Riley's one of the men coming on. And the other one is going to be Nick Clayton-Smith. Jacob Krasinski is one of the ones going off. And so is Teixeira. So 2 subs as they are as Rushall look to get back into this game. Well, defensive in, it's going to be back in with Woodall. Sideways to McGlinchey, who will send it down the line and blocked away by Williams. We'll go for a throw in. I think Stockbridge are appealing for something. They're hoping maybe for a foul. And actually, they've got the throw in, it seems like. So appeals do work sometimes. Sheffield Wednesday have gone 1-0 down to Portsmouth. Sagetic, the scorer for Pompey, while Burnley have equalised into Liverpool. Marcus Edwards, the former Sporting player, has scored. Eildon heads it away. Kay contests it, gets it back here to O'Connor, who sends it down the channel looking for Morris. Looks like it'll be covered by Whittall, who turns away from pressure before sending the ball away. Kay was looking for it, but knocked away from him, therefore headed away by Etherington. Kay knocks it over the top. Can Rawson get onto this? It's an awkward header back, and it's gone past the keeper. Rawson gets the easiest goal. It's 2-0 to the Steels. It's an absolute blunder from the Rushall defence. One for the old end of season DVDs and TikTok reels. And Rawson gets an absolute gift 2 weeks after Christmas. The Steels have doubled their lead. And it's Luke Rawson who has happily taken that gift. And you couldn't imagine anything better as a striker to be given the ball in front of the goal with no keeper or defender to beat. And now the Steels are 2-0 up with less than half an hour to go. And it's all about staying strong. Rushall have it back. Going forward now. Looking to try and get quickly back into this as Tinker dispossesses and clears away. Intercepted though by McClinchy, and now into midfield. And all the way back now to Labour. 65 minutes gone. Steels are now 2-0 up. The ball goes forward, headed away. Rawson now, who's just got his goal. 2 goals in 2 games for him now after scoring against Guiseley on New Year's Day, who's lost the ball though. And now Rushall back on it, switching it, looking for Lycett, who brings it down. Goes forward, beats Everington with it, but get cleared away, but only back to Lycett. But then Hogg, great tackle by Hogg, and it almost turned into a really good pass, looking for Rawson. Ball cleared away again, headed it into the middle. Kay heads it forward, and then O'Connor volleys it forward. Marshall will look to chase, but it's too far for him, out for a throw-in. Ball going forward in, then cleared away, and Rawson will chase it. He's battling with Whittle. Whittle will get the ball away. It's awkward from him though, and he will now eventually beat Rawson for it. Back into defence now as Rushall have the ball. It's currently with Unit. Into defence. As Rushall looking to build through. More. Well won there by Hogg. Now Rawson. Rawson plays it back to Hogg. Hogg back out to the right now to Tommy Marshall. Takes the touch, Marshall putting the cross in, looking for the far post. It's a poor cross from Marshall over the top of everyone and out for a goal kick. As John Lemon has summoned Alfie Wilkinson over. The Steels just burned what would look like a good opportunity. You know, the way everyone stopped on that back pass, I thought there was a foul in there, something that was going to stop it. As Hogg just pings it back to Townsend, and he'll launch it back up the field. An uncontested header, but it's not a great one there from Unit, and it's now been won by Marshall. Back up to Hogg, nice little lay pass off to Everington, who will launch it up to Chase, but too far and out for a goal kick. 67 minutes gone. So they're trying to build from the back now. Rushall again. Marshall, great tackle from Tommy Marshall getting in, goes out for a Rushall throw-in. Lycett back to take it. Back in midfield and back to Lycett into the middle, and now back into defence with Whittle, who will give it over to McClinchy. This 3-man defence. Well, it gives them plenty of options to pass from the back. It's a great little pass forward here. Here looking for Clayton Phillips. Well in though by Sam Kay, and now it's a quickly taken throw into Riley, one of the substitutes. First time we've seen those two substitutes really get a touch of the ball since coming on. Into the corner flag, Riley goes, trying to be forced back. In along urging his players to get into the box as Rushall trying to get back into this. Ball cross is blocked. Marshall, awkward touch by Marshall, just ends up having to stab it away for what's going to be an attacking throw-in. It's not great from Tommy Marshall, and it's going to lead to some more pressure on the Steel's defence. The earlier Rushall get the goal, the more confident I feel of getting back into this. Back with Lycett for the throw-in. Round to Clayton Phillips. Now Lycett crossing. Eagledon with a header away. It's not going to go out the box. Bit of indecision there. That's allowed Clayton Phillips to get onto it. And Rushall keep the ball in the box on the left-hand side. Back to Moore. Cross high, lofted one. And Casper trying to get onto it. Appeals for a penalty. Tinker will head away. Morris then heads it away, but will be got by McGlinchey, who's very high up. But then he loses the ball. Well won by Morris, who's just a bit awkward. And then he's taken down. Free kick, Stocksbridge. Will that be the first yellow for Rushall of the game? Because it could have been a counter-attack, and he is going to be summoned over as Alfie Wilkinson's going to make his way on. It's Sam Unit who's going to get the talking to as Alfie Wilkinson. He will be replacing, come on Liv, show me the board, Liam McAlinden. Oh, not Liam McAlinden, that's what Rushall, Tommy Marshall, sorry. Alfie will And Rushall gets to see his plaudits from the coaching staff as he comes off. Rushall looking to make a substitution as well soon. Looks like Harry Wakefield is going to come on. Back with Townsend now. Ball forward and looking for Rawson, who will head it, trying to find Morris. Finds Morris. Being forced back at the moment. Goes to O'Connor, who was a weak pass, and he's going to end up going out for a throw-in to Rushall in their own half. All right, Jordan Brown. He's going to carry it out of his box. Diagonal here, looking, but Tinker cuts that out, heads it away. Will be a Rushall throw-in deep in their own half. Pickering now ahead against Rossington Main. George Fewlis has scored. Has another charge down ball there, but I think Morris may have hurt himself during that, and he may need treatment. And it looks like he will have to get some treatment. So we just got another stoppage here, and it will be another 70. It will be Harry Wakefield. He's going to come on now for Rushall, and he will replace Liam McAlinden. So that's the third substitution for Rushall. Wakefield makes his way on now, and James Norris looks okay, and he will be able to continue. He didn't need any treatment from Liv in the end. Bamber Ridge now 4-0 up on Hyde. Jack Baxter has scored. Out to the right, here comes ball cleared away. Forward. Big collision there between Everington and Man, and it's a head collision, which means the game has to immediately stop. It's a genuine concern here. Both players leave. It was Everington was one of the players, our player. Up on his feet now. He's actually, I think it might be it's one of the substitutes for Rushall that's come on. But Everington, just a massive clash there. Here it's like heads smacking together from up here. Very nice. Live back on it quickly. But just want to say we often criticise referees on this commentary, so we do want to praise the referee for how quickly he saw that situation and stopped it. It's frustrating for Rushall because they looked like they were going to have a good attack there for a moment, and well, so that's disappointing for them. But as much as it's easy to say as not as the Rushall person, the health and safety of head injuries is far more important than any potential goal. As Everington is now just brought up, and he's going to have to head off for a moment. Originally, the referee was pointing out to the left-hand side before the Stocksbridge players were going, hang on, he's a right back, come on. So we'll be back, and we will have the drop ball to get the game back underway. Where the ball, Stocksbridge will, I imagine Stocksbridge will return the ball back to Rushall. Harrington is looking alright and should be able to continue. We're back with Townsend now to get this back underway. Townsend launching the ball forward. He's looking for Rawson here, headed away, and O'Connor will win the ball. Tinker wants to be an overlapping, but he's been blocked off by some good defensive work by Abdullah, just tracking him. Trying to find Tinker now. Tinker got the first touch right, but then couldn't get onto it, and it will be a throw-in for the home team. Back in defence now for Rushall. Switching it out towards Lycett. You think if Rushall do come back, it's going to come through him in some way. As Lycett now just beats the press of Wilkinson, and back into midfield here. Switched out to the right, and Tinker's trying to monitor as they cut back into the middle. Tinker just trying to follow. Switchy ball here, looking here for Clayton Phillips. Everington will head it away, but it's just gone back to Rushall now as they will continue this attack. Back out to Lycett, ball forward, O'Connor intercepts, and now Wilkinson has it. Wilkinson trying to sub it through back to O'Connor, but a block on it is allowed Clayton Phillips to get it. Now it's Riley. Back it goes to McGlinchey. McGlinchey now. Back out to the right. Left foot forward ball. In the middle. Townsend will claim it. 74 minutes gone in this game. 1-0. 2-0, sorry, to the Steels. I think I may have heard Connor Smythe's name from the bench there as well. Look Wilson over the top of everyone though, and it will be a throw-in for Rushall. Definitely to give the possession right back to him in crucial moments as these are. Ball forward into the midfield here with unit and a foul from Luke Hogg. Welcome back. And very quickly his first yellow card since coming back. As they wanted to take a quick free kick, Rushall, but because the yellow card was being administered, that's not being allowed. Ilkeston are 3-0 up on Lancaster, just noticed. Brilliant scoreline for them. And Sheffield 6-1 up on Woolwell Town now. Cameron Bedford has scored. All forward, Ilkeston's gone right into unit there. Back to Brown, who is a unit. He will look to switch the ball. He just overhit that, and Townsend will happily take that one to feet. And then we'll pick it up. 76 minutes gone. 14 to go plus whatever added time we get. Townsend launching the ball forward, looking for Rawson, headed away. Kay will bring it under control, gets it out to the left now. Stocksbridge trying to get the way through, so Connor on the left, he's done great work here, trying to move into the box. Tackle goes in, corner kick for the Steels. Really, really good work from Alex O'Connor. His fitness work paying dividends. As Doncaster City have equalised against Harrogate Railway. 3-3 there. Samuel Giles, the scorer. Home Foot Welfare have just lost their lead. Mason Hatfield has scored for Leeds UFCA 2-2. And Stockport. Here comes the corner actually. Rawson got a header, but it goes back in the box. Eildon tried to get it. He just got pulled away from it. Then was Kay. Back to O'Connor. First time cross into the middle. Cleared away awkwardly, but just enough because it will find more. And now it's cleared away properly. Rushall on the ball, back into midfield here with Moore. He'll give it back to Laban. Takes the touch. Taking it out to his box. Controlling it, and now right football. He's looking here for unit. Everington smacks off his head and then volleys it away at the second attempt. Wilkinson, well, he almost kept it in. If his kick was right, it would have been gone. Kept in. It remains Rushall's throw-in. As Lycett knocks it forward. Eagledon will head it away. O'Connor will contest for the second. Ankle through the back of him, but he'll get away. O'Connor is down, and we'll have a stoppage for potential head injury on Alex O'Connor. The linesman's getting a proper talking to for, the Rushall coaching staff who's standing in the technical area, the linesman. Alex O'Connor has got a blow to the back of the head on that one. Sheffield FC are now 7-1 up against Woolwell. Nathan Whitehead has scored. Incredible performance from Sheffield. The top of counter, I was saying before that corner taken, everyone free up against Rotherham and Dressen the scorer. So it will just be a drop ball. That will be Rushall's. It's laid off from there, we'll boot it forward. Well, he goes beyond, though, their man, beyond the number 17, Harry Wakefield. It's cleared away, but it only goes back to Laban. So Rushall will keep the ball for now. As it's in the defence through Whitall. In the midfield now with Moore. Looks for the switches, looking for the run of Lycett. Lovely little back heel volley to Clayton Phillips. Clayton Phillips holds it up, back it goes to Lycett. Clayton Phillips goes forward. And then a great ball forward, Townsend claims it. That would have been clear, but the touch was too heavy. A moment of panic for the Steels defence. 79 minutes gone. 2-0 to the Steels. Townsend launch it forward. Goes out to Wilkinson on the right. Head away by Lycett. Hogg takes it under control. Gets out to the right where Morris will chase it. Brown's awkward dealing with it. Not particularly well. Will try to stab it back to Laban. And if it's gone out for a corner. As Laban just in anger just throws that down and over to the flag. So back to a corner kick. Could the Steels kill this off now? That's Alex O'Connor. Will take the out swinging corner. Taking it, looking for a far post, but we're going to have a stop there. I don't know if it'll be a retake of a corner or not, but they're not happy with something. Some pushing and shoving in that box. I don't think Stocksbridge will mind too much because it's just the time ticking down, and hopefully the referee will not put that on added time for our benefit. So we're back with O'Connor, and we will have a retake of the corner. He comes in the middle, and Eagleton got their head, and it's going to drift out to left. Rawson's trying to rescue it, and he will rescue it. It stays in play. Rawson back into the left, more into the middle, behind everyone. Here comes a strike. O'Connor, 3-0! The Steels surely will go on to win this one now, as Alex O'Connor makes it free. A well-hit strike that beats Laban at his near post. And it's a brilliant away day with 10 minutes to go. Alex O'Connor with the goal. And it's 3-0 to the Steels, and it's probably one of their best performances of the season. It's certainly their best under Jordan Lemon. As Luke Rawson's about to... Alex O'Connor is now about to be taken off. And he'll be replaced by Connor Smythe. So I think Abdullah's just gone off for... Well, we're having a bit of lag because I think it's... For Rushall, they want to bring their number 16, Luke Enright, on to try and chase this game. He's now come on now. He's replacing Abdullah. Now the Steels can live a little comfortably. Try and make sure that this game finishes with 3 points for the Steels. Forward head in the middle, but Kay will intercept, knocks it forward. Morrison gets forward to Rawson, who holds up. Great turn by Rawson. Out to left now. Stocksbridge charging forward. They're looking for 4. Morrison slows it down, but trying to get through still. He's bundling his way through, gets his way into the box. Laban comes out and claims it. And he rolls it out quickly as well. Ball forward, headed into the middle. Will be picked up by Clayton Phillips. Out to the right here. Rushall pushing forward, looking to get back into this. Ball, good crossing beyond everyone. Townsend's chasing on his far side, and in the end he's going to have to just leave it to go out for a Stocksbridge throw-in. And yeah, it was Enright who has come on for Rushall earlier on, as we were just correcting it on our team sheet on the YouTube stream. All forward, launched forward. Rawson got a touch. I think that actually it's going to be giving us another Stocksbridge throw-in. Last touch from Clayton Phillips. Back now with Etherington, who is taking his time, as I think a few of the Rushall fans are now making their way to the exit. Will be Stocksbridge's 4th away win, double the amount they've got at home. Forward, headed away. Eagleton will return it forward, looking for Wilkinson, who knocks it on. Rawson's going to chase, but I think he's going to just keep it comfortably with Whittle, just comfortably dealing with it. Back with the goalkeeper now. Taking it forward. Launching it forward, and Etherington will just follow that out as it goes out for a Stocksbridge throw-in. Etherington, though, he's going to go down, Etherington. I think he may have pulled something as he went down. Everyone who's been very, very busy today with Phillips, and he will now head on. Well, She knew she was going to go on, but you can only go on as a physio until the referee lets you. She had this like slow little run, and then she went into full speed when the whistle went on. So Stocksbridge only have 2 more options. It could be Luca Cancello or Lewis Brown to come on. I mean, it sounds like Luca Cancello will come on, who signed from Belper United. As Ben Townsend shouting orders at Jordan Lemon, you forget who the actual manager is sometimes. But he won't be on just yet, Cancello. Ball forward, head away by Brown. Kay will get it out. Smythe heads it on, but Brown picks it up. Back into defence now with Whittall. Gets it forward. With Clayton Phillips, and he's looking to switch it now over to Riley on the right-hand side, who's going to run at Tinker. Going down the right. Steps back, out to the right to McGlinchey, cross going in. It's a good looking cross, headed on by Wakefield, and it does find its way into the back of the net. Rushall have one back, and the Steels now need to be thoroughly professional to make sure something really embarrassing does not happen. As Rushall have gone back, and Townsend, his precious clean sheet is now gone. I think just keep the ball going forward, don't be daft, be solid as they have been in the second half up until then. Wakefield with the goal. Ball forward, goes over Effrington. Wilkinson will have it, he clears it down the line, back to the left here, just looking to switch it. Trying to touch it, gets it beyond. Tinker Kay's back to defend, gets a touch on it. Bit slow, clumsy, will go out for a Rushall throw in. They feel confident. And then Kay shoved it back, and now I'm not sure what's going to happen here. Kay's been given a yellow card. Not sure what happened there. As now Rushall are going to go for the long throw. So all the nerves have kind of started hitting a bit now. Stocksbridge just give away one daft goal. Throws it short, and then Stocksbridge have won the ball back. And they're trying to just keep it, but then they've lost it again. And on the right-hand side of the area, ball into the middle, flicked on header to the far side. Effrington can't get to it, and in the box, Kay almost gave away a penalty there if it connected. On left takes a curled cross, headed away by Iggulden. Won by Moore, back to Brown. Brown takes it in and just charged forward. It was the unexpected move. Smythe didn't read that as he would have wanted to. Plays to Phillips, cross into the middle. Iggulden clearance is awkward one to the right. It could go out for a corner. Wilkinson tried to keep it out, but it will be a corner kick. It is nervy here now, when the Seals look like they'll be comfortable. Just defend the corner and keep this 2-goal advantage. But they're going to bring a substitute on. It's their last substitute, Rushall. Looks like Unit's going to come off. And he'll be replaced by Jamie Willits. It's the last row of the dice for Rushall, as who have the momentum now. I don't know if you could be offside from a corner, but there's a guy who's literally in the goal. So we just say, yeah, I think he's just been told that defender, you're in the goal, get on the line. Going for the ball, right foot ball. In, looking for the far post. Head up into the air by Rawson. Townsend's trying to claim it, headed away again. It's still in the box. Strokes blocked. Still in the box. Another block. Stocksbridge trying to get it away. Iggulden clear. Rushall clear for a penalty. Absolutely not. As it's now gone all the way back to Laban. If it takes such, we'll have 5 minutes of added time here. Wilson almost got a block onto that. Well headed away by Everington, but back in the midfield for Rushall, who now have it back in defence. Left footed ball forward. Going forward and headed on into the box, cleared away, and It will go to Morris, who has a chance to get the ball away. He just boots it away. It's not the smartest ball forward, though. It's just going to go back to Laban, who takes it forward. And he's just going to carry it forward with no pressure really on here. Ball launched forward. Rawson's back in defence. He's been ragged around, but headed away by Eagledon. Wilkinson knocks it back on. We'll be back to Jordan Brown, who takes the touch. On the halfway line, looking for the diagonal. Right in there. Headed up into the air. Stocksbridge haven't got it away. Now, well headed away by Tinker. Stocksbridge trying to press out a bit. They've gone very deep at the moment. Maybe as it's back now with Brown in the centre circle. On the edge of the area. Edge of the halfway line. Ball forward, looking. Goes beyond everyone. Everyone's just going to follow it as it goes out for a goal kick. 30 seconds of 5 minutes at a time have elapsed. Steele's holding on with a 2-goal advantage. And Townsend, unsurprisingly, taking his time. As it's back. With Townsend. Just like I say, Sheffield FC's 7-1 wins this one full time. What a win that is. Ball forward goes over top of everyone. Both teams are going to appeal for it. Will be Rushall's throw despite Wilkinson's appeals. Quickly taken throw in. Launched forward. Eagledon will deal with it. Heads it away. Looking for Smythe, who just misses out on that touch. I think he was just a bit too placid on that one. And now McClinchy's going forward. Ball forward. Hogg got a tackle, but it's going out to the right here. Ball in the middle. Goes a mill well cleared by Eagledon, but only to 30 yards out. Headed back in. Headed back out by Hogg. Wilton challenged for it. Puts his head in it. Appeals for a high foot. Not given, but Wilton will keep it in, and he's going down the right. Wilkinson, Lycett chasing back, and Lycett misses on the tackle. Wilkinson goes forward. He's got Rawson in the middle. Finds Rawson, takes the touch. He's got 2 men in front of him. Takes a shot, looking bottom corner, wide. That would have finished it off. So close from Rawson. As ball goes forward on Rushall, Everington will look to cover it. He will clear it, knocks it off Clayton Phillips as well. Smart play from the young man from Harrogate. Looks like Luke Cancello will be coming on. He looked like he was preparing to come on until that sub came on. As I think initially, Nigel Conlon, he's already headed off, so that needs changing. And it will be James Morris heading off for Cancello. Experience of step 6 is a big step up for him, but we'll see what he can do in these few minutes. Back with everything now. Launch forward, look for Rawson, who heads it on, but Lycett gets it and volleys it away. Kay wins the header, goes forward. Wilson contests it, knocks it out. Cancello brings it down on the chest, turns around. He's looking for the switch, looking for Rawson. It's a good ball for Rawson, who will now chase it. Brown looks like he may have got this covered, turns away from Rawson and back to Laban. It will go, who will get jeered by our travelling support as he takes his time to try and find someone, as Rushall said, every man forward. Going forward and now, but head away from Whittall. Cleared away by Rushall and then forward, knocked on into the box. It will go. Townsend outclaims and jumps on that ball like his life depended on it. Almost 4 minutes of the 5 elapsed. Ball forward, looking for Rawson. Heads it on, brilliant against the physical Jordan Brown, but they're only going to get for Lycett. But Rawson will just make him be honest and go back to the keeper. Now Laban will dribble it out. They haven't got much time at all, Rushall, to get anything out of this. They're 3-1 down with a minute to go. Ball forward. Whittall head it on, but then Tinker gets it away. Wilkinson bringing it down. He's got space to run, Wilkinson, and he will run and run and run. Here comes Wilkinson down the right, but then well stepped in challenge. Goes to Clayton Phillips, and then ball goes forward. Eagledon slipping a bit, but he will get the header and get it away. looking for Rawson, but he will just allow Smythe to advance forward, and here comes Smythe. And Smythe is just going to do it himself, but instead of going for goal, he will be professional and go to the corner flag and try and see this one out before he gets into the back of his legs, but there will be no foul. It will be a goal kick. And that could be that, though, because we have had our time elapsed, but it is now Jordan Brown on the ball. Headed away by Iggulden. And then still in midfield here with Moore. And that is that. The Steels have won it. 3-1 win here. Some great efforts. Well, Luke Rawson got a gift here from a mix-up in the Rushall defence. He was able to score into an open goal before an Alex O'Connor strike made it 3-0. He got a bit nervous because Rushall did get one back through Wakefield, but in the end the Steels were professional, were calm, and made sure that the 3 points come back to South Yorkshire. Thank you very much to everyone who has listened today. We really have appreciated everyone of you who's joined us. We will see you next Saturday as we host Bamber Bridge at Bracken Moor. Thank you very much. I've been Adam Allcroft. We're sponsored by R&R Car and Van Hire and Spire Claremont Hospital. Thank you very much and good night.